That's a great question. Yeah, I wonder if it's healthy too. We talk junk to each other all the time, but people. Some people ain't built. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't built to handle some of the back and forth you go with people. You know what I mean?
And the people of today.
Yeah, I know for a fact. Like when me and Jimmy first started going back and forth at each other, I used to get pissed. Jimmy used to get under my skin, boy. And I used to always think, why am I getting so mad? Because I know he ain't trying to hurt me or nothing like that. Like, I know he doing it, just to get to me. But why am I letting this dude get to me? The bell had to ring because Jimmy used to know I used to be mad with him, boy.
He just knew those buttons to push.
He still know the buttons to push. He still know the buttons to push. He'll push him, and I have to stop and pause, and then he'll start laughing because he know. I'm like, Jimmy, we not finna do this. We not finna do
See, like people like Telly and Nick, I really can't get to them too much. Like they don't be.
You know why? Because I learned early on, if you let people know what buttons they pushing and you react to it, they gonna keep doing it. If you don't react to it, they move on.
I told Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, you don't know what buttons to push.
The CEO just technical difficult. Oh, he back. I thought I had to host the show.
No, my mouse.
He ready.
He was ready.
Take over.
Nah, my mouse. Every time I slide it, it take me out for some reason. I don't know why.
Everybody, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Talk.
That's an apple, Brandon?
Huh?
It's an apple?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got
no, hold on. What you ain't finna do, Nick? What you ain't finna do? It's a feature because if you know how you slide on your phone.
You don't have to explain anything to me.
Yeah, you grown, huh? We got Mr. Who Loves Your Baby. We got myself, your favorite chef. We got Mr. Nick the Great, and we got Mr. No Limit, the CEO over there in the corner. Hooty hoo!
What am I gonna do?
Hey, man, I just bought this joint a week ago.
What you gonna do? Hooty-hoo. Man, it was the good days, boy. Master P was tearing up, boy. God dog, and Mr. Magic, Mr. Magic. Ooh.
Oh yeah, No Limit was going on.
No Limit was going down.
People were sleeping on Magic and Fiend, boy. That's all I got.
No, Fiend was good. I loved it when they got Mystical. Now that was my boy.
Mystical was great.
Too bad he's looking at life now. So,
boy,
man, you got C Murder and Silk the Shocker and what's another?
Mia X.
Bro, they had so many artists, bro.
They had so many artists. They was before their time though. What if they came out around now when they got social media and all this type of stuff?
Oh, that'd be
the way they put out music. They put out music like Gucci and Lil Wayne did, so they'll kill the game.
Yeah, they'll kill the game.
Yeah,
for real. All I love.
Bro, they came out with like 2 albums every month. It seemed like 3 albums. I don't know.
Bro, hey, and them album covers used to be off the chain.
Yeah, they were.
Them album covers used to be hitting.
Matter of fact, all they had now, they must have made all their money and sat down. Because
Master P still doing his thing, man.
I mean, Master P. He don't have to do it.
Mia X opened up a restaurant in New Orleans down there.
See what I'm saying?
And her restaurant booming. Yeah.
Is he out of jail yet? Because he was supposed to get out.
I thought he was still there.
No, because it was he supposed to get out because they found out that he didn't have anything to really do with that. So, because Master P was talking about it, he was like he getting out of jail and he cutting them off because
he cutting them off.
Yeah, because they didn't got into something. You got to look it up. Master P was talking about it, and he was talking about how he cutting off his family. The messes with C Murder, because he was like, man, y'all think he gonna give y'all some money? Because C Murder got a lawsuit, and he gonna win it because he in jail. And he's like, y'all think he gonna give y'all some money? Did he give y'all any money the first time he had money around? No, y'all foolish. Blah. And yeah, he cutting them off. He said, you don't mess with C Murder no more. Like that.
No, I ain't know all that.
Yeah, man, they
fell out. His brother though, right?
Yeah,
that's his brother.
Say, man, don't mess with his brother. I'm like, it be like that sometime, man. But they'll come back, man. They'll come back.
Yeah, they'll come back.
Yeah. God works in mysterious ways.
Brothers always fall out.
Yo,
I'm gonna let you rock out today, my boy.
Let me rock it. Oh, I thought Taylor was gonna rock it. All right. So
you got the shades on. So
that shades on my face. You can't see my eye. All right.
We're gonna rock out this intro though.
Yeah, hit the intro.
And we'll be right back.
Yo. First off, before we get into the mental health chat, let's go ahead and give a huge shout out to our strange family members who are not here today. Nate the Great.
I'll let you say it, not me.
Nate the Great.
Nate the Great.
Mr. Jody / whoever he wanted to be today, or tomorrow or the next moment.
Yeah.
Call him Las Vegas Joe.
Yeah, Las Vegas
Jody.
Little Cree, our lady, our first lady, Cree. And Mr. Coach A, Mr. Impact himself.
Coach A, Mr. Impact, baby.
What's that you say? He said mental health time. Listen to everybody that's listening, everybody that came and joined us at the barbecue. Please put in the comment box what your mental health check is. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what's going on. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Listen, we are not therapists or anything like that, or psychologists or nothing like that, but we're here for you. All right? Yeah. Hey, Telly, talk to us, man.
I'm a 10. I'm a good. If you asked me yesterday, I'd have been a 7. That movie was, man, that Halloween ends. I'm glad it ended. Shit.
Don't do a movie like that, man.
Oh man, wait till you watch it.
Or don't watch it.
Either
Jimmy,
way.
You watch it, Jimmy?
Excuse you?
You heard what I said. Did you watch it?
You know better. You know better.
I'm a 10. I'm a 10 today, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I am a 10. I woke up this morning. God is great. I'm on here with my brothers.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm good today. Today is a nice day, man. It's a little bit chilly. It's a little bit cold. But we're gonna get through that.
Listen, man, I'm great. Listen, I'm a 10. Listen, I just celebrated my 34th birthday Wednesday, October 12th. Shouts out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 34? I thought you was 33.
Yeah, you know, I lied.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I posted Jimmy a shit a thing, right? He gonna hit my lines also. It's 33, by the way. And I'm like, bro, you said 33 on the podcast, so I paid attention and said that's what you said. Nah, I was just trying to stay young. So Jimmy, you stay young. How was your birthday, man? Did you have a good time?
I worked, but that man. Good people where I work at, they got me a cake, card, and some.
I saw Nate Snapchat, man. You was out there drinking.
No.
Oh, it was juice.
Yeah, that was a cherry. That was a cherry black.
I should have known better. I should have known.
That was a black cherry little blend that the bartender put together with some club soda and some other stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you. Nick, man, what's your mental health? We almost left.
Hey, I ain't done. Listen, this is my birthday. I'm finna ramble on a little bit.
No, this ain't your birthday. Yesterday, 2 days ago was your birthday.
I said my birthday week.
Oh, okay.
You know, had a great dinner last night with some family and friends. I got a new restaurant on top of, man. That place there is nice.
Well,
more than April.
And shoot.
Where y'all ate
huh? We ate at a place called On Swan.
Oh, okay, it was good.
Yeah. The vibe was cool. The food was good. Yeah.
Oh, while Jimbo's saying that, we're gonna be doing some food reviews, y'all. Just to let y'all know that's coming in the near future. We're gonna definitely get on some food reviews.
Yeah.
So I just thought about that. I'm sorry, Jimbo. I just thought about that. Go ahead.
And shoot, today is filled with boxing. Listen, boxing, 2 o'clock.
Boxing.
Nothing but an all women's bout from the top to the bottom to the main card, the main fight.
Jimbo,
yes,
Jimbo,
sir.
Hey, boxing is not important to Nick's mental health.
It's part of my mental health. It's making me happy. I
got you, Nick.
Yes, sir. Listen, it's boxing all day today. And the bronze bomber Wilder, that boy, he fighting today. You know, we lit tonight, 9 o'clock. All right. So, you know, I'm feeling freaking great. Clarissa Shields fighting, Alicia Baumgartner fighting.
Okay.
Right.
We didn't come here for all this. Man, I'm at a 10. Mentally, like it's crazy. Like mentally, I'm at a 10, but on the flip side, like I'm at an 8 or a 9, just because my days just been rolling together.
Yeah, Nick thought it was Sunday, yo.
I feel like I got a lot to do, but I don't know if I got a lot to do.
I got you. But Nick, how y'all working out with that cleanup with the hurricane?
We did most of it. We got an adjuster coming out today, insurance adjuster. But
that's what's up.
Everybody safe.
That's all.
Nothing really happened with the house.
That's all that matters, man.
It's all good.
Hey, shout out to Tony Ultra. It's all good.
Yes, sir. So let's go into the first topic. Your best not being enough. You know what? But listen, before we get into that first topic, I need everybody to do us a huge, huge favor. Show us some love. Take 10, 15 seconds, please. Hit that share button. Share it to your social platforms, your Twitter, your Facebook, your IG, your TikTok, whatever. Or send it in the group text with your family, please. Show us some love. We appreciate y'all joining us. And once again, let's get back into the first topic. Your best not being enough. The first question for that is, how do you measure if you're doing your best? Whoever want to start that off.
I think that comes from society, right? I mean, if you know you're doing your best, you don't have to live up to everybody's expectations. And I know what the rest of the questions are going to go. I'm not trying to answer them right now, but I can speak personally. When I know I'm doing my best, I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? I can't sit around. I know a lot of people sit around and look for acceptance and look for everybody's approval. I used to be like that. I'm gonna sit here and hold you, but as I get older, that looking for everybody's acceptance and everybody's approval and living up to everybody's expectation is not in my book. Long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as far as spiritually as what I'm supposed to do on this earth, I think I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the job and the mission that I was placed here to do. Sometimes I ask God why He put all these missions on me. It's a lot of missions I've taken upon, but I know there's a reason why He put them on me. So to answer that right off the bat, Jimbo, you ain't gotta live up to everybody's expectations. You know, I know people walking around, well, my best just isn't enough. That's because you feel like it's not enough. you feel like it's not enough. You don't have to live up to nobody else's expectations. And I have to tell my own kids that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Don't come looking for approval. You do the best that you can, and you be the best you that you can be. So there's a lot of conversations that, especially something around this, that I have to have with a lot of people. So that's me, man.
Well, I've told somebody that they best ain't good enough.
Have
And
you?
this is work wise. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
this is work wise.
So why'd you tell them that?
I told you the story before. I ain't gonna put no name on it, but because he walks around just saying, "Hey, I'm doing my best." It's like, no, you're not. You walking around with a cup of coffee, trying to prove to everybody that you don't have to do this job as fast as somebody else or as equipped as somebody else. It's like, bro, you get paid to work, so do your job. Don't sit here and just lollygag just because you think you can or you think you hurting somebody else or you trying to get back at supervisors. Do your job. And the job I work at is real, like, you can't hardly get in trouble. And they use that to their advantage.
And because they can't get in trouble, they don't do their best work. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I got you.
So when you see me, doing my job, you come up to me, tell me to slow down. I get paid by the hour, not by how many stuff I put out. And I'm just like, nah. I come in
We're
here.
here to do a job.
Yeah, you. Now this is one of those jobs where we didn't have a union, and I go to these people and I ask for a raise. Guess what I'm getting? I'm getting a raise because I'm doing my job, and that's one reason why I don't like unions. I get the reason for it, but when you got people that take advantage of it, I got a dude right now that he used to talk to me all the time when I used to make breakfast for him. When we used to cook, Jimmy know him.
What's
But
up?
now that I work in the plant and I ain't signed up for the union, he don't say a word to me now. But that's a different topic. But yeah, I don't call some people sorry. I don't call some people everything in the book being in a nice way. But yeah, your best ain't good enough. And whether people think that is wrong or not, I thought I was right at that moment. Because don't come up to me and tell me to slow down. You a grown man, I'm a grown man, and you telling me to slow down my work. But other than that, I do think for the most part, it is on society. And it is within yourself. If you know that you're putting your best foot forward, can't nobody tell you otherwise.
Can't nobody tell you otherwise.
But
yeah, I used to do that too, working in the kitchen down, South Florida, and one of my OGs, he put me on games. I used to sell people out because I'm like, boy, you just sorry, boy, you bummy, boy. And he put me to the side one day. He'd be like, hey, like you got to stop. And this was coming from a person who, he thought like he don't care about nobody's feelings. He'll cuss you out and go by his day and start laughing and joking with somebody else while you over there pouting. And he was like, hey, Bo. He was like, man. He said, you can't do that. I'm like, what you mean? It was like they really might be doing their best. That might be their best. And it was like, there's nothing that you can do about that. And so, but how do I know? How do I measure if I'm doing my best? That's a difficult question for me to ask.
Because it's one of those things, Jimbo, where you really, because you go through life not thinking about it. You're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then when people like us were asking this question, it's kind of hard to answer because I just do what I'm supposed to do. I just know I'm doing my best. You know what I'm saying? Anything I do, I know I'm doing my best. And I ain't got to sit here, like Nick said, walk around people, well, I'm doing my best. I ain't got to sit there and say that out loud. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I do.
Because really, if you think about it, you got some people that might measure doing their best is, if they go to work or doing something for your family and you got a list of stuff that you got to do for a certain time and they complete that list and they be like, oh, I did what I was supposed to do, so I did my best when you could have gave more. I think it's all personal, really. You you could have did more within that time frame, but you just did what the list had on there, and then you walked away saying, "Oh, I did my best." So I think that's personal. I think that's extremely personal and situational, 110%, and only you can tell.
So Uncle Jason said, depending on who you're working for, you can kill yourself working, and the company would just continue to use you. You have to put out how you can hold out.
And I get that to a certain extent. But my thing is, when you go to these people and you trying to ask for a raise or something, and they can see your numbers. They see what you putting out and what you ain't putting out, what you're supposed to be putting out. And you trying to hold out for some more money, but you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing to get more money. So why? And I look at it from a company standpoint, and I look at it from an employee standpoint. As a company, why should I give you more money if you ain't doing the minimum, the average? And we already pay y'all a lot of money. Why should we give y'all more money? Because y'all ain't putting it out.
Hey.
Tell him.
That's a hard one, but for me personally, because I'm always the toughest person. The toughest person that's hardest on myself is me. Period. So I know what I've done my best is when I've exhausted every avenue. I've looked at every angle and tried everything and talked to people and got different perspectives. And that's when I know I'm like, yep, I've done my best because I've done everything. And I don't sit back and be like, man, well, maybe I should have done this, or man, I could have done that. I mean,
now that's something I do all the time. After I've done something, and with the thought of me knowing that I did my best, I still question, man, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I could have did this a different way.
Yeah. I mean, man, I know when I'm half-assing. Yeah. We all know.
Yeah, we all know.
I mean, I used to do this shit in school. I'm like, oh, man, it's a math. I hate math, so I'm going to just do just enough just so I can pass.
Yeah.
So with that being said, who gets to say in you being good enough?
I mean, if a person know you and they know what you're capable of, then they see that you half-assed. You're like, man, you better than that.
I know times when Nick was like, hey, you need to do better. You know, and I take that. I don't get no personal feeling from that. But if he know that I can do a better job than what I'm doing, that mean he see I'm not doing my best. So I think Telly right. Is if it's somebody that you know and that's real close to you, I think they can hold you accountable, but they can't change your minds on what you think about things. But they can definitely hold you accountable.
But let me interject real quick. So if Nick were to say something like that to you, and he said that you can do better, but you really doing your best, is Nick telling you that you can do better because he think you can do better, or because you can do better?
That can run the side. That can run the line of both sides, though.
Yeah,
because I see what you're saying. Because if he say, "Hey, you can do better," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm doing the best I can," that's Nick. But the thing is, if he's saying that I can do better, he's seen me do something.
That's
better.
what I was about to say. That's because he's going by previous. Like, man, I've seen you do better. I've seen you live up. This was your standard.
I got a perfect example. So y'all know I used to rap back in the day. And they, of course, they live with me. They heard the songs. Nick heard when I was at my greatest. He's heard me when I'm at my lowest. So if I'm at my lowest, bro, you can rap better than that. And it's not like he trying to be mean about it. He's like, no, I expect there's an expectation because I've heard you at this point and you giving me sloppy. And me, I'm thinking I wrote a hot track. What do you mean? It was I can do better, but he's heard something better than that. So I see what you're saying, Jimbo. Like you think you've done your best, but he's saying you ain't. That's a hard question to answer. Now, really,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate once yet again.
That's fine. Yeah.
Off of personal experiences that I've had and dealt with other people. I've had people that used to, be my employees, when I was like over at Kitchen, and they come in and, you know, there's certain days, you know, and we're humans, you know, all of us got stuff going on in our personal lives, whatever, and it might weigh on us sometimes. Mm-hmm. They come in and you, like what you said, you see that their bar is up here, but they're performing right here, you know, for the past couple of days or the past week. And you like, yo, like, what's up? What's going on? You can do better. And, you know, I got taught a hard lesson, you know what I'm saying? Talking to some of these people, they was like, you know, come to find out they're performing at this level instead of this level because, you know, they had, you know, wifey or husband problems going on at home that, you know, they bringing them work. So it's kind of weighing down on them. Like they really are trying to do their best, but it's kind of like being suppressed a little bit about, you know, what's going on in their personal life, what's going on with their children, their spouse, their family. Their car was wrecked. The total. You did what I'm saying.
But
so that's why I say it's situational, bro.
But even in that instance, they still not doing their best if that bar is up there.
They're doing their best at that moment.
No, I understand they got stuff going on in their life, which everybody does. When I walk through them gates at Tropicana, them people don't know what's going on in my life.
But everybody not you though. Everybody can't push that stuff to the side.
Everybody ain't me, but I'm talking about my situation. When I walk through them gates, I put everything to the side.
We talked about this the other day, didn't we, Nick?
Probably, I don't know. Yeah, I go in there and I do my job. And just because you got stuff going on, I mean, I would like to sit here and tell you to let somebody know, but you know, everybody know adults gonna be adults. Like if I know that if I'm a manager and I know you got stuff going on outside, let me know and I ain't gonna be too hard on you. Cause you know everything, life happens. People got stuff going on. But if I'm assuming that everything is fine and you're coming in giving me this sloppy work, yeah, I'm gonna put you aside and I'm gonna ask you what's going on. And then you say blase happened, blase happened, blase happened. Okay, I understand now. Do your best in that moment, and then we'll reconvene whenever your situation is over with.
Pretty much. I mean, like Nick said, in those instances, people see most times they're gonna pull you and say, like, is everything okay?
Right.
You know, they're gonna ask, is something going on? Seems like something happening with you. They're gonna ask the questions. And then you can, this, that, and the other. Oh, okay, yeah. Because you look kind of off, you know.
A good manager ain't finna just jump down your throat.
Yeah. They just going, hey, something wrong with him. And let me talk to him. Hey, man, what's going on? And is everything okay? You know, because, you know, you just seem a little off.
Yeah. And that goes back to sports, too. I remember I came back home from college one day. You know, we used to always play at champs or whatever. I'm playing on Brandon's team. I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do. Brandon like, hey, man, what's up? Yeah. That's all he said. And I said, okay, I got you. I flipped the switch. And anyway, like that moment, nothing was really going on. I'm just going through the motions. I ain't trying.
But during that time, I've seen you play better. You know
right.
what I mean? So I'm gonna ask you, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? And that's just the same thing, just pulling people to the side. What's going on with you? Because I seen you at your best. Let me know what's up. And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't nothing that was big. He was like, okay, I ain't doing what I do. I'm not being that guy right now. Let me flip the switch. And he did. I remember that too, Nick. You came out hot after I said that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like people don't want people to hold you accountable at times.
Yeah.
Like they say it, hold me accountable. But sometimes if you in a certain circle, somebody try to hold you accountable, you act like ain't nothing going on. And then why would I hold you accountable if you acting like that?
That part. People don't be told nothing.
Okay, well, that's interesting. But you know, listen, I really do y'all know what time it is real quick though?
8:30.
It's 8:30. That's interesting because I was thinking something different. Listen, get him off of my screen. God. Listen, this ain't Coach A. This is your favorite chef, Chef Jimbo. There you go. Music. Hey, listen, we are here with. I wish I had like a sign that said "News with Coach A" and scratch out Coach A and put that boy Bo. But listen, we here. Thank you for watching us. And if you're standing up, sit your butt down. Shouts out to Coach A. This news segment is sponsored by forimpactmusic.com. This is also sponsored by Rapid Returns, led by your very own Coach A.
Yes, sir.
And this is also sponsored by I really didn't have any news today.
I was waiting for it.
Hey, but listen, since we all here, let's hop into a real quick panel discussion. Did anybody see the hearings that Pfizer had with one of their leaders?
No, I didn't know they was having hearings.
They had a hearing a few days ago when she openly said, I forget her name, so God forgive me. She openly said that the vaccines were not tested or proven that it would help or stop COVID before they started. I'm sorry, the C word, vid, before they started to give it to all of our brothers and sisters, to humanity as a whole.
Wait a minute. I knew that though.
We all knew that. We knew that.
That's canceled.
Listen,
but he's gonna come back and say the C word.
Listen, I'm here for the smoke with them, because you know they want to sit here and put on the news. Oh, they conspiracy theories, and now it's coming out. The truth coming out now. They was using y'all as test dummies.
Yeah,
y'all was some test dummies, test tube babies.
Listen, we knew that when they said, you couldn't sue, for taking the vaccine. Oh, something wrong with that then. Yes. That type of protection, that should have alarmed a lot of people. Like, wait a minute, what's wrong with this?
Nah, when my dog said he ain't never seen the government give something not for free, that's when you should have known something.
Yeah. That was the clear point right there.
Exactly. Like, ain't that some straight bull jivery? And they sit here and they pressure you into getting it, and they pressured your family, pressured you into getting it. Shots the ones that stood strong, that stood on their morals.
No, shout out to everybody, because they did what they thought was best for them.
No, they did what they were pressured to do.
No, they did what they thought was best for them.
What they thought wrong.
I agree with Jimmy. They was a bunch of sheep, man. People jumped on it. Oh, I'm gonna get the vaccine. You not getting it? No. Why not? You one of those, huh? I'm like,
I'm putting it like Noah in the ark. Noah told everybody to get on the boat, right?
No, he didn't.
God told Noah.
God told Noah that only his family was gonna get on that boat.
No, I'm gonna go read that again, because I
think Noah preached that this stuff, that what was gonna happen was coming, and everybody mocked him.
Yeah.
No. So what I'm saying is, why would he just preach it and not offer for anybody to get on the boat?
For you to repent. And for those, I believe, and I don't want to add to the word, but I believe that if anybody would have wholeheartedly repented, God would have, and they had a good heart. I believe God probably would have saved them and their family. You know what I'm saying? But nobody repented. Only Noah and his family.
I'm gonna go back and read it.
Because if you read it, the Bible clearly states that Noah was, God looked upon the earth and he was the only righteous one he found.
I'm gonna go back and read it. But let's
please
continue.
do. Yeah. So back to the next topic. See, Lynn, we about to go to church in here. That's what I like to do. Shoot, we can have a whole conversation on the word with me. What's one habit that you've been trying to change? That's the first topic.
Oh, so that was it for the last topic.
No. Oh yeah, that was it for that. So why do you want? What's the first habit that you're trying to change, and why do you want to change that habit?
Oh man, that's a tough one, man.
I would say, I mean, I'm not trying to change it cold-heartedly, but social media, being on the phone.
What do you
too
mean
much.
not trying to change it wholeheartedly? Like, what do you mean by that?
Because I still want to use it, but I don't want to use it as much as I do now.
Okay.
Man, that's a tough one, man.
Hey, listen, to all our family members out there, please comment, please. What's a habit that you're trying to change?
Oh, Sam say eating crappy when she's stressed. She do that. She does do that.
Oh, well, that's a habit that you could break. And that
It's
ain't
hard,
too hard.
actually, man.
It's hard.
Eating habits are kind of hard.
It's easier said than done because your habit I might say that's easy to break, but my habit you might say is easy to break.
Yeah. For me, it's eating habits. I mean, it's not as good as it can be for me. I mean, I eat decent. I really don't eat fried food like that, like I used to. But it's every once in a while, man. I will go and
don't let you go past the churches, huh?
Yeah, but churches or Popeyes, man. I gotta get $30 worth. Like, come on.
Give me the family meal. Give me the family meal.
Especially churches, you get 10 pieces for 10. I need 3 of those, baby. Like, come on, man. Get some chicken sandwiches, some jalapeno pop. Man, every time I go to church, I spend like $50-$60, man.
I don't spend that much now.
But in my defense, we don't have one up here, so I stock up.
I got you. That's how our mama is with Lee's chicken, Nick. That's how mama is. She every time she in Ocala, she got to go get Lee's.
Then I got the wife and the kids who like it, so I got to make sure I got enough for me and them. And so, but yeah, eating habits, man, because I want to get back down to my weight that I was like, not in high school because I was really small, but my military weight, like not even that, about 250. Playing weight 250. There you go.
I would say for me.
My
go
bad,
ahead.
Jimbo.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say for mine, it's not really. I mean, all people. I almost should say all people. People stress eat, but that's not one of my biggest things. I think one of my big things is shut people out. I think that's one of my things I want to change. I got to do better, and I have been doing better. Like I've had conversations with Nick. I've had conversations with Jimbo. I've vented to people. I've vented to Jimbo. I've vented to Nick. Like I have a problem with shutting people out, just thinking that I can just handle it on my own, and I can just deal with it that way. And I do that with everybody. I do it with Sam. I do it with people at my job. When I get to a point, I shut down. I shut out, and I get quiet. And that's not 100% good. You know what I mean? Because those is when thoughts start running through your head and stuff like that. So that's one of the habits that I have issues with. I have like the mental health talk and all that type stuff here. And I'm glad I got people I can contact when stuff like that happens. And Jimmy, no, I be calling him. You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with Nick. I do that.
Hey Sam, we're gonna pull him to the side.
I swear the question said you.
Oh no, man. They'll put you out there.
It be your own people.
Yeah. I'm glad
I do have a problem with procrastinating, but like I tell Sam, I work better under pressure. That's when the best work comes. But I need
a lot of people.
I need to do better at not procrastinating. I really do. I do. But even farther than procrastinating, like I said, I shut people out when I get to a point where I'm stressed. I'll shut down, and I need to do better at not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to somebody, get it off my chest. So that's one of my things, Jimbo, to answer that question.
Man, I have so many things that need to change, man. Like I've gotten better in so many areas. Like, I know I still need to work on patience. Even, I think I have really good patience. I still think I need to work on it. Because it's not it yet.
That's a
I need to
thing.
work. Listen, this preacher that I love, he said something real deep. He said, be careful what you pray for, because you got people that pray for patience, and God will send something to test your patience in order for it to grow. You know, you pray to how to forgive, and he'll send something that will test your forgiveness in order for you to work on that forgiveness or that patience or that humbleness so that you can grow it. And, you know, but, man, I have, man, like, where do I start? I need to work on my.
I have been working on it.
I need to work on my patience. I need to work on the biggest thing I'm working on now is on what I think in my mind and in my heart. The things that's not said. Because, you know, we, you know, in the scriptures, you know, Yeshua said, you know, even though you think of things, you know, even though when you think something and you don't act on it or do it, it's still counted as a sin.
Still doing it. Yes. Yeah.
So that's something that I've been working on personally within myself, because the scriptures tell you that you can control your thoughts, you know, through Jesus Christ. So, you know, I know that that's something that I need God to do, and I can't do it on my own. I have to lean on him, and, you know, his Holy Spirit and through his word will of course teach me. But, you know, when those thoughts come, you know, I got to remind myself to rebuke them and you know what I'm saying, and change my thought process and think on something different. And that's part of the training aspect of it as well. So that's what I'm, you know, changing the habit, and that's how I'm trying to change that habit as well.
That's what's up. Who loves your baby?
So, I thought everybody went. Go ahead, tell him.
No.
Oh, I didn't go?
Oh, he said the chicken thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say I thought he went. Yeah.
My bad.
I thought that was in my mind. You got me think I'm going crazy. Like,
my lady just spoke. Let me see. Overthinking is a big one. Mind will racing. Yeah. Me and her, we had that talk. Yeah, she's an overthinker.
I had that talk with Sam all the time too, with the overthinking thing. You know what I'm saying? I used to think like that, overthink like that too. And even from time to time I can be overthinking it. I have to catch myself. And I tell Sam I think I'm just overthinking it. She's like, yeah, you're overthinking it. But that's a big one too.
I tell myself, I'd be like, Jimbo, it ain't that hard, bro.
Yeah,
you got the answers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Just trying to recreate the wheel. You trying to, like, man, boy, go sit your butt in the corner somewhere, boy. That's how I talk to myself.
You got to sometime, man.
Yeah, man, and that's why I talk to a lot of people like that too. I'm hard on myself, hard on everybody else too. So what prompted the change? All of these changes that we spoke of, what prompted the change? I'll start with me. What prompted the change for me with the thoughts in my mind and my heart is, you know, just clearly reading the scripture and, you know, evaluating myself and like, all of my thoughts ain't pure. All the time, my thoughts aren't godly. All the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a man. So, and I know I read that scripture and, you know, it opened my eyes to some things. I'm like, dang, I got to get that right. So that's what prompted change for me.
So what prompted the change for me is just I just want to learn to live healthy mentally, if that makes any sense. Because I can go into these deep thoughts, and I mean, between me and God, it's a lot of bad thoughts. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you. I can go into some real bad thoughts and came close to even doing some of those thoughts. But it just me just trying to live my life, mental health, you know, some type of stability. You know what I'm saying? Because when I start shutting people out and I'm not speaking on certain things, of course I keep a lot of things between me and God, but on things that I do need to speak about because it weighs heavy on my heart, you know, I have to open up my mouth and say something. What's up, Jimbo?
So when you shut people out, why is that? Like what's going on in your mind and your heart once you shut people out? Like what's going on? Just to dig a little deeper.
No, that's cool.
Right, you want to be left alone.
No, and that sometimes that is what it is. Sometimes I do just want to be left alone, and why?
But it's more to it though.
That it is more to it. But the thing is, I don't know why I just want to be left alone. I don't want to talk. I don't want to open up, but I feel like I need to. When that's what a habit. I'm in the habit when I don't want to do it.
But I know
Like,
you. I know you was gonna say. I believe you was gonna say what Nick said, and the reason why I asked that because I wanted to find out. But it's more to than you just being left alone, and you don't know.
Are you telling him what his best is right now?
No. I'm telling him what I thought. I'm telling him what I thought, and it started.
No, because you was like, it's more than that.
And it probably is more than that.
It is because really, it's always.
It is. It's always in here.
What I'm saying is it's going back to the first question, but just in a different form. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not asking him what his best is, but at this moment, you were just saying it's more than that. You're trying to get more out of him.
But you know, like that's how you're perceiving it. I'm just saying.
That's how I seen it. What you mean?
Because I know I'm trying to get us to go a little deeper.
No, we can go deeper. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can go deeper. And I think this is what Sam's saying here, because I've had conversations with Sam, and she wants to know why I don't open up. Sometimes I can't articulate. You know, I talk so well sometimes, but then there's times where I can't. The words can't come out of my mouth. And I don't know. It's not. I don't know. I know pride has a lot to do with it because, I feel like I'm a man. I should be able to handle this. I should be able to not have these emotions and not have these feelings. That is what's trapped in my head. So sometimes it is just pride. But other times when I do try and open up, I can't articulate how I feel generally inside. You know what I'm saying? And I tell Sam, because she wondered why I don't say a lot of things. Sometimes I have to go to God first and figure this thing out before I put it out into the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things where in my mind, it's like when stuff start to get to me and I'm not opening it up, what I want to do is lock it in a box and leave it here. That's what I've been doing. And that's what I want to do. It's right.
Yes, I know. I'm in the same boat you in.
Yeah, but the thing is, the spiritual side of me wants to be like, no, B, you can't just lock that in a box. You got to handle that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I had that battle where I just want to lock it up. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just move on with our day. I'll forget about it at some point. But I don't forget about it. I do think about it. And that goes back to me saying I need to open up and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the more I keep locking that stuff in the box, the more I keep especially not going to God about it, not talking with him about it first, that just messes with me and I can't operate through my day. I can't be who I truly want to be. I can't walk earth, you know what I'm saying, knowing that I got things handled. That's what bothers me. So I think Sam just said it like it articulates. Like another example when our pops died, and even to this day, it's still sometimes hard for me to even talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Jason just said something. I talked to Uncle Jason a lot after my dad died. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes it's still just hard to even mention his name. You know what I'm saying? We got this street that I have to go to work on every day called Russell Street, and I see his name, and that just still bothers me. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that I don't open up and talk to people about this stuff when I know I should. I know I need to I know I need to lean on people sometimes. I feel like sometimes I have to handle the toll. I have to handle everything on my back, and I forget that sometimes I need to lean on people too. You know what I mean? So when I say it's just truly hard for me to open up sometimes. But
yeah, and to what you said, I think like me personally, I think we do have to, clearly the scriptures tell us to, but I think that we do have to lean on our brothers and sisters also. But you got to make sure, like, you just can't be telling anybody. You got to make sure you talk to somebody that's gonna give you. If you're a Christian and you live by God, you got in the Holy Scriptures, you got to make sure that they're going to give you advice that lines up with the word. If you Muslim and you want to talk to somebody and you only want the Muslim point of view, make sure that they're going to give you what lines up with the Quran, and so forth and so on. and you know, and not just because all the time our personal opinion is not good. You know, no matter what we think. But thank you for going deeper there, brother.
That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. But let's hear from Nick, man.
I mean, I deal with the same thing about shutting down. But most of the time, I remember, especially at the beginning of our wedding or relationship, marriage, like she would want me to talk ASAP, and when I talk ASAP, it's not the right words. You know what I mean? Just because you're not thinking about what the words could say or mean, because you're just trying to get them out because somebody wants you to get them out. So now I listen. I talk when I want to talk because I know, and it all depends on who you're dealing with. And I know who I'm dealing with my wife. I need to come technical.
You got to treat it like a rose, huh?
You know what I mean? So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, like I said, my big thing is trying to not be on socials too much. Social can take over you. I'm talking about in all types of ways, good, bad, ugly. I just be on social for no reason. Like I ain't got nothing else to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember the good old days when we was kids in middle school, high school, college. Man, the phones really wasn't. I mean, we didn't have that capability, but we was always outside in high school, college. We was always playing sports. We played sports every day in college.
Bro, the only games we had on our phones was the snake game and the little blocks game on the little Nokia. You know what I'm saying?
But nowadays, you can do so much with this little phone. It kind of consumes you at times.
So before we go to Telly, I got a question for you, Nick. I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked Brandon. So when you have to shut down, like what does that look like for you? Like what goes through your mind and your body? What Nick?
When I shut down, I don't want to talk.
I know that feeling.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what goes through my mind. It's just I ain't saying the word.
What goes through my mind is me against the world. And it shouldn't be that, you know.
Really?
It's me. No, that's technically true. I'm glad we're talking about this, Jimbo, because when I get into that mode where I shut out and I don't want to be bothered, it's me against the world. I feel like it's me versus everybody else, and I got to protect myself, and that's what I'm finna do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to not hurt feelings, I'd shut up. And ask Sam. She just said it. I just put a comment up. She has to wait till I calm down, because when I go there, I'm gonna go there, especially if I'm telling you to leave me alone. That's because, for one, I don't want to say something I gotta apologize for later. Just leave me alone, let me calm down, because right now I'm not mentally right to discuss whatever we need to discuss. So yeah, when I get into that mode, it's me against the world, baby.
So because sometimes I shut down as well, and you know my wife, fiance, she watching, and because one time she asked me about it, she's like, "Oh, it's like you shut down." I'm like, I said it's not. I said I don't want to call it shutting down. I need time to process. You know what just was brought to me, and in order for me to process it, I need to be quiet, because I can be an overthinker. And I know I'm a human. I'm a man. I'm going to want to do what I want to do. So I quiet myself to think about all the different situations. Okay, we do it this way, my way. How many different routes this could break off into? If we did it her way, how many routes could this break off into?
At that moment, you playing chess.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
thinking,
a good analogy.
if we take some of what I want, some of what she want, and we meet in the middle, will that be better? You know what I'm saying? Because we all human. I don't care nope. You got a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm not selfish." You gotta no, fool. You selfish. All of us are selfish to a certain extent, and you know, I'm trying not to be selfish. I don't think you shut
She
down.
said, I don't think you shut down. I just wonder if you heard.
Oh,
Hey,
nah.
Terry, we all on that page. all on that page.
You ain't the only one. We just be wondering if he just hearing what we
Well,
saying.
we'll say something to Jimbo. Jimbo be like, okay. We be like, is he just saying okay, or he actually heard what I said?
Yeah, because most of the time y'all say stuff, and I be like, I feel like I'm just being vulnerable here. Like that got to be the biggest load of crap that I've ever heard in my life. So we're not doing that. I need to find some other avenues. Or if I'm quiet, I'm like, okay, I hear what they're saying, but let me process what's the final destination that they're trying to get to. If I do it my way, what's the final destination that I'm trying to get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get them just to have them on deck.
Yeah, have them on deck, Tier. Just have them on deck.
Oh, she trying to show out now.
No,
she got an audience now.
Hey, Jimbo, we going deep, remember?
Yeah, let's go deep. Let's go deep.
Going deep.
Another thing, most of the time when I be quiet, I'm like, and I don't say it out loud. Sometimes I do. But I be like, man, I got this from Jimbo. What are we talking about?
Yeah, for real.
Sometimes you have to knock yourself back into reality, and out of your head, like. And I get to those points too. Like, what am I upset about? What am I really upset about? Is it one of those things where I just want to be upset because nothing didn't go my way?
Because a lot of times it be something totally different. Like we arguing like over something stupid, and it's like, what are we really talking about? Yeah. Like we can't be talking about because I ain't put water in the dog bowl. You know what I mean? We can't be talking about because I accidentally put the seat up. Like we gotta
What's
be
the
talking.
real
It gotta
problem?
be something deeper than it. Yeah, it gotta be something deeper than this. And
what's at the root of this thing?
Yeah, I just be quiet. Try to figure it out.
When I hit Nick, I hit Sam with the eye and walk away. She can't stand that mess, boy. Because like I said, what are we really going back and forth about? All right, and I just walk away.
Sometimes I just say I'm gonna just sit here and let you talk, and I'll come back to you.
Are you done? I hit Sam with that too. Are you done? So. It's a lot, Jimbo. I'm glad you asking these questions because it's a lot, man. Let's hear from Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, though. We kind of taking it a toll.
Oh, I like listening. For me, it's, man, like I said, better eating. I started thinking about my mortality, man. Like,
yeah,
man, I'm 45. January, I'm about to be 46. Like, man, I'm getting older. I want to last longer. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to see my kids have kids at a proper age, that is, and see some grandbabies and great grandkids too, man. I want to, I see a lot of people like my grandma. Both of my grandmothers' birthdays are coming up. My dad's mom is on Halloween, and then 8 days later, my mom's mom is November 8th. They both will be 84, 85. And it's like, man, I want to live to see that.
Yeah.
Both my grandfathers died early, like 10, 15 years ago. It's like, I want to live, man, to see. I'm seeing all these people dropping off like 63, 52. And it's like, whoa.
But I think most of because I'm changing my diet too right now. But I think most of that changing of the diet comes from our families. You know what I mean? Just like the type of food we done ate because our grandparents cooked it, because their grandparents cooked it for them. Like I'm a big advocate of, they when doctors ask you, do diabetes or do high blood pressure and all this other stuff run through your family? I like to say it doesn't. I mean, it do because we take on the type of food that they eat. But if we don't take on the type of food that they eat, would you have diabetes?
Yeah, because it's genetic. Diabetes.
I don't
think it's genetic.
It is.
I think your choices are genetic. That's what I think.
Right. That's what it is. That's my opinion. Because
I'm just saying.
If your parents would have cooked you great meals, like great healthy meals throughout your life, you wouldn't have diabetes. I'm not saying you got diabetes, but I'm saying
I do have diabetes.
I'm just saying
But
the
the thing
situation,
is,
you wouldn't have diabetes.
the thing is with diabetes, some children are born with diabetes. You got different types of diabetes. So some of this stuff is genetically, but the food choices that you choose, that is something that plays a part. But some people who walk around here that's eating healthy and stuff like that, they have diabetes and haven't eaten one bad thing. Sometimes people are born with
it's genetic.
Yeah,
it's like high blood pressure. Thing. Like high blood pressure is genetic. Cancer is genetic. You know, it's like if certain things run in your family, you might just be, I don't know, predisposed to it. Like I was predisposed to it because it's on both sides of my family, diabetes. And I asked the doctor, because that was the first thing I asked, like, man, what if I ate differently? They like, it didn't matter. But what you ate is genetics. And I'm like, now after you get it, now what you
That's
eat,
true, Tierra. That's true.
you know, will, you know, determine how far, you know, your health goes with it. So, man, for me, like I said, I want to last longer. I want to, you know, it's a health thing, man. I don't want to be sick all the time. I don't want to be laid up in somebody's hospital and, you know, on some type of machines and stuff. I don't want my kids to see me like that or even worry about if dad going to be around, how long he going to be here. And
I think about stuff like that too, man.
Yeah, man.
I got a question for you, Telly. But before I ask that, on to what Telly said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, please don't let your doctors have the last say so. You can reverse any health habit with, you know, absolutely, how you treat your body. You know what I'm saying? We just want to throw that out there. But to Telly, so you say eating habits and, you know, getting healthier. So have you made steps to doing that currently, or what are your plans to make steps?
Shit, when I was first diagnosed with diabetes, I had made a complete change. It was like, dude, I started baking all my food and, you know, boiling all my food and, you know, more vegetables. I mean, stuff like that. I've changed that, but consistently, you know, to be consistent with it, you know.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah. So, like, for example, Thanksgiving coming up. Come on, man. I'm like,
I'm gonna eat me something now.
Right, like the baked mac and cheese.
But that's a choice, though. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not saying it's not a choice, but
yeah,
I can't be sitting there looking at the baked mac and cheese flowing.
But I don't think one day like that will destroy you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, Jimbo. It's not going to destroy you as long as you're not eating as long as you're not making Thanksgiving an every day throughout the year.
Yeah,
we know some families that do that.
Yeah,
like you got two different types of starch. You got cornbread, you got vegetables, and you got your protein.
Bro, you got dressing too, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And they eat good every day. I'm talking about every day. But
you may not think about it, but food can be an addiction.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know, it can be like, you know, if you know, you can fall off that wagon. Be like, oh man, it just most people don't think like that. That food is an addiction.
Sugar is the new heroin. It's the new cocaine.
It's illegal. It's a legal drug.
Illegal drug. Yeah.
Drug.
Sugar.
Yeah. But you don't see the government giving out free ways to help you lose weight or nothing like that, right?
Right.
See, Uncle say he can't stop eating wings.
I can't stop eating wings neither.
But to what Unc said and to what all of us were talking about, because this is another aspect that we got to think about it too. Like what some of the stuff that they feeding the animals that we eat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They feeding a lot of these animals a whole bunch of soy and all this bull job instead of, you know, letting them eat off the ground, the grass and everything like what they normally do. But they wouldn't grow as fast and they wouldn't be as fat.
I've always said that. I was like, why do you think the kids are bigger now? Like taller, developing quicker. It's the food that they were, you know, when you pumping.
He can't put it up, huh?
When you pumping chickens and pigs and cows full of growth hormones and we ingesting it, the kids like, man, how many times, like when I was younger, you only had like one or two young ladies who were developed, had the
Mm-hmm.
now it's like the norm. You got 12-year-olds looking like they 17, 21, and
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
that's right.
Show
whoa,
me your birth certificate, God dog it.
right. And you got
That's real
and the
fast.
dudes and boys, they 15 and they already 6'7", and I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, it wasn't like that when I was younger, but now with everything they pumping into food and the way they processing it, man,
Yeah.
it's killing us quicker. That's it go. It's killing us quicker. And then, once again, there was a shift. When I was coming up, we had home cooked meals every night. McDonald's was a treat. You say we going to McDonald's, we all happy, like, oh, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Now McDonald's is the way.
Normal
It's
ass.
it's
the
a
way.
normal thing. Yeah, like that's lunch, breakfast.
I don't
and
want to
dinner.
cook tonight. Let's go to McDonald's.
Let's go
Or
to McDonald's.
Burger King. Well, they bringing out menus. What you want tonight? The Chinese food and all that stuff was just treats for us. Eating out was treats. It happened like once every 6 months or something.
Until we got our own jobs.
Hey, and to what Tierra says, she says it's all in the meat. But they doing that stuff to the vegetables too. All the vegan, the Beyond Meat and all, and some of the they pumping the ground with this bull crap that the roots are taking in. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger tomatoes, more lettuce, bigger lettuce, all this stuff.
Yeah, our cow and stuff, our cow and pig tastes so different to what we used to eat, man. It tastes so different.
Yeah, it's
and that processed stuff, man. It tastes so different.
But that's the thing. I was just talking to somebody the other day. Like, you see, if you buy something in the store nowadays, it got a shelf life longer than what it used to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff shouldn't be able to last a week or two, but it lasts a month.
Yeah.
It's all of what they putting in this food these days.
And then think about this. When you say, oh, I'm about to change and eat healthy, why is it the healthy food costs more? Like, it's really expensive to eat healthy, like organic and everything. It's like damn.
They don't want you to.
Like,
I was just about to say that, Jimbo. They don't want
organic eggs. Be like, whoa. I'm like, man, I'm gonna need a credit card for these eggs. Hold on, man. Like, damn, dude, how much is that?
He said a credit card for the eggs.
So like even with the eggs and everything, and Nick and I, we had a team in college from Israel, and we also knew a lot of people that were from Europe, and just listening to them and doing research, like for instance, we had this seasoned lady. She came to cook at one of my jobs, and she was like, I was her personal assistant, because your boy was one of the best cooks at the job. So Jimbo.
Hey, tell the story, Jimbo. Just tell the story.
So she was like, yeah, mate. She was from the UK. She was like, could you please go get me some butter? Like, you know how they talk. I'm like, some butter. I'm like, butter, yeah. So when they got us some butter, she looked at them. She opened the package and looked at it. She's like, why is it yellow? That's how butter look. She said, no,
it's not.
Butter have a green tint to it because they eat the grass. Because they grass fed, they eat the grass.
I didn't know that.
And she learned that from her, and come to find, over in Europe, their eggs sit on the shelves, not in the fridge, because it's just like when the babies are born, that little white stuff that's on them. The eggs have that too. You're not supposed to wipe that off. It's like a protective coating. You don't have to. They don't put their eggs, and I get eggs from my old boss. He has a farm. Them eggs sitting on the counter, they good for like a month, 2 months, just sitting on the counter, never the fridge.
But the eggs you get out of the store, you gotta refrigerate them.
Yeah, because they wash up. They wash protective coating.
And that's another thing. If you go to anywhere overseas, they got sections, and even some of their stuff don't allow certain ingredients. Like I work for Tropicana. When we send juice to Canada or when we send juice to other places, they don't want certain stuff in their juice. But here in America, we add more stuff to it, and I don't get that. Like the apple juice we send to Canada, I'm talking about A1. The apple juice that we have, we put so much stuff in it.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, it
crazy.
still tastes good, but that stuff we sent to Canada tastes better.
So,
I
question.
can blow y'all mind. Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
I just learned this because I was working with the agriculture teacher. What color are carrots?
When we see them, they orange.
Yeah.
They're actually purple. Freshly grown from the ground, they're purple.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, so they played with the genes.
Because I was digging up some carrots because, at my school, we would plant this garden. And I went to go get some carrots for one of my coworkers because she had a hard time walking. I was like, yeah, I'll go dig you up some carrots. I'm pulling them up and they was purple. I thought something was wrong with them. I'm like, these carrots are bad. And they're like, no, carrots are naturally purple. I'm like, then how the hell they get orange? Like,
Well, if you think about it, maize is the same way. The corn that we know, that was genetically modified. Maize is like purple and red.
well, maize is like brownish. It's not yellow.
It's not yellow. Yeah, like
it's not
to what
yellow.
you're saying. Yeah.
So that blew my mind to find out carrots are actually naturally purple. Like,
That's crazy.
it's crazy.
But
Go
my
ahead.
question to you, Nick, are you able to get your hands on some Canada orange juice?
I was just going to say too. Can you get some
Don't make
juice?
it no more.
Okay. Can I get some of that Canada apple juice? Cause I'll see if you can send me a good old amount.
So is their apple juice similar to Mott's? The apple juice that has on the shelves?
Nah, I haven't looked at that.
You haven't looked? Okay.
Great
But
conversation.
they got all that stuff. They say organic apple juice and organic orange juice and organic this. You be like, what's the difference? And you got to
Look at the ingredients.
Yeah, look at the ingredients. And you might be shocked, like, whoa, why is all that?
Nah, but you want to know who got some good orange juice? I think it's called Uncle Matt's. Like they sell it in. I always get it in Publix. They got and it's no added sugars, none of that bull jive, and they got an elderberry orange juice. That junk hard. Uncle Matt,
it's that added sugar stuff. It's when they add stuff, and you'd be like, oh, that's what's really killing us. That stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the added stuff is what's not good.
So with everything that we said, I answered the question. Telly answered the question. CEO Nick, what are some of the habits that you said that you wanted to change? How are you going to change some of those things?
I think it's just about just doing it. Knowing that when you get into your own mind, that's not healthy mentally. I think for me, it's just about doing it. Like Sam said, I've been doing it a lot more lately here. It's just about me just doing it. Yeah, it's not a game plan that I follow or anything like that. It's just about me just doing it, just opening up, just talking, having conversations like we had today. Me just talking with you guys, because as I'm talking, I'm getting goosebumps. That y'all might not known if I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting goosebumps because I am nervous talking about it. It might not seem like it, Lord, look like I'm nervous, but I'm nervous opening up. And I think for me, it's just about just doing it.
I think just doing it is kind of hard. But when you see other people do it, it makes you.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, our family in Virginia, we met them 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And they open. All the men in the family, they open.
Mm-hmm.
So when you coming from a culture where, our family side ain't too much open, or we haven't seen it. I ain't gonna say they're not open, but we haven't seen it. Coming to a family where they talk about everything, they open with you, they ain't scared to, you know what I'm saying? If you ask them a question, they gonna answer it, they ain't gonna run from it. And for me, with my wife, y'all know how she is. She's open as a book. So when you see people do it, you kind of work up the courage to try to do it.
Yeah,
it's still hard, but just seeing other people, you can use them as an example and be like, you ask yourself, well, why can't I do it if they can do it?
Yeah.
And then you take baby steps. You do it every now and then you do it some more, and then it'll eventually, hopefully, become a norm.
Absolutely.
And we want to ask the same question to you, Jimbo.
What's up?
That same question.
Well, I answered it, but I answered it again. Some of the steps that I taken to try to change some of the things in my life. Like, okay, let's just start with I brought up the mind thing, and I know I need to change my eating habits as well. What's up, nephew?
Oh, he can't hear us.
Oh yeah,
he can hear y'all.
Hey.
What's up, nephew? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
What you came in here for?
Say I wanted to say hello.
I want to say hello.
Okay, you doing okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You sound like a robot.
All right, buddy, go eat some breakfast. Close that door for me, please.
Ask him what he eating.
What you eating?
I was eating Pop-Tarts and I go.
He said he gonna eat some Pop-Tarts.
Oh, that's what you eat for breakfast.
Pop-Tarts, we got cereal in there, we got granola bars. They good. They just choose what they want to eat.
Yeah.
Right, maybe old PB&J.
That's good too. That sounds good too. But that's Jimbo. I appreciate us.
Oh, he ain't done.
Oh my.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
Time to think.
No, I don't.
I just appreciate us open up because I know me and you have had some conversations that we need to open up a little bit. And to people that's watching, this is like our thing with us opening up. We want y'all to get to know us personally. I know y'all watch us on the screen and y'all hear us on social media and see our stuff, but we want y'all to get to know us personally. And me and Jimbo has had this conversation. Like, we need to open up a little bit more so people can learn more about us. So no, this conversation that we had or having is amazing. So no, great job of asking those right questions. You did what I'm saying.
But like the step that I've taken, like when it comes to just my health habits, I'm starting back training because now I have more time. Now I'm starting back training with my buddy Sal. He's gonna get back to boxing training. That's a step that I'm taking. Another step that I've already been taking for a month. Monday through Friday, I'm going to get back to eating healthier Monday through Friday, and the weekends is be my cheat days. But I don't eat past 7. I don't eat past 7 at all because it gives my body time to digest everything while I'm asleep. Because I don't know if you know, but when you eat late, sometimes it sits on you and you don't rest very well. At least I can speak for myself. And another thing, my fiance, she know I've been doing intermittent fasting. So I've been doing that 2 times a week. I work my way up more.
She said she'll be cooking the meal soon.
Hey, and I welcome I love that. My baby's gonna fix me a plate.
Hey. What? Not throw no shots at the other podcast, but hey, we got it soon. Man, y'all last episode was like 2 hours long.
Hey, Nick, Nick,
I looked at that and I was like, man, I don't even want to listen to
it. Hey, Nick, pull Jody to the side and talk to him about that.
Man, sometimes you get those subjects and people got the cooking, and I looked at it too, and I'm like, ooh, that was over 2 hours. I'm like,
but listen, I mean, the conversation today was so good. I know we were supposed to talk about death and guilt. But just talking about, we're not going to get on it today. We'll move it to next week. We're not going to get on it today.
We're going to roll it over.
It's just the conversation is a good conversation to get into people's heads. I know we talk about mental health every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I know we talk about it, but this is something that's a part of mental health. At least from my standpoint, I think it's a mental health issue for me. But these are the conversations that we created this podcast for, this platform for.
And I think we definitely need to have a part 2 for the other cast members who are missing.
Absolutely. Yeah. We do need to do a part 2 to get the other cast members some showtime.
All right, but cool. We're doing a part 2, but let me finish, God dog.
Okay,
so
we got a couple minutes, dog.
So listen. So I don't eat past 7, and on my intermittent fasting days, I break my fast at noon. with fruit.
Mhm.
And when I go to work, I take dried mangoes with me to chew on instead of eating on sweets, candy, and all that other bull job. Now I'm finished. Now y'all can do y'all thing. God dog it.
Hey man, we just appreciate the conversation today, man. This is a great conversation, and make sure when we do the part 2, we ask those same questions to open people up. You know what I'm saying? Because the questions Jimbo was asking was opening us up, and that's what we created a platform for. So yeah, definitely part 2 coming because we need the rest of those cast members to put on some stuff that they you know they would love to talk about. Chime in
And
on.
yeah, so you know what? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please, take 10, 15, 30 seconds out your day. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, where we stream all of our episodes. We're working on Spotify right now. We're working on Apple iTunes right now. We're working on getting the podcast, the barbecue, and everything else on those platforms. So do us a favor, show us some love, please. Go follow those. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends about
Also like.
Also like, and along with all of that, I know we asking y'all to do that. To all of those that do like, and all of those that are subscribed, we appreciate that love, man. We appreciate that support, because that help us, that keeps us going, that help us go.
We don't go whether they like and subscribe anyways.
You ain't have to say all that, Nick.
I'm just saying, we had the barbecue, right?
Put a dagger into it.
The ball gonna keep rolling no matter what.
It's gonna keep rolling, but we still.
It makes it easier. It makes it easier when y'all join us. It makes it more bearable when y'all join,
especially with these conversations that we have. We love to get on and have y'all talk about these same things. We not only want y'all to get to know us and get to know us personally. We want to get to know the family personally. We're not one of these podcasts that's going. We don't interact with our fans or our family, I should say. We want to know every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. So y'all, we appreciate the support and love, man. We really do.
Listen, and Cree's Corner. Listen, let's just make this quick.
Yes, sir. Let's make it quick. Nick already got
Cree's Corner. This is all we have to do. Let's practice working on holding each other accountable and loving on each other that way, so that all of us can continue to grow, mature in a better way. Cree's Corner. I'm out.
Go ahead, Brad. Hit that outro.
Nobody ever take this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good.